Talking, laughing, shouting, and shaking their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching, or you could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wild as it can be, with no apology. Bonnie, Scalisi, and Mandy Jones, Wildflowers. Wildflowers.
It won't end!
Yeah, let's stop that.
Wildflowers. Welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian, and as always, next to me is the beautiful...
Hi, Bonnie Scalisi. How are you, everybody?
Guys, it is the 49th episode of this show.
49. Holy crap.
And I kept saying that we did 50 at the old, under the old name, but it was 60.
Yeah.
It was 63, actually.
I'm good at math, but 63 plus 40 is over 100, right?
Yes, so we
There you
are
go.
over 100 episodes, and we're coming up on 50. So next week is going to be a big one, 50 episodes.
Oh, really? And our guest is Paul Bond next week.
That's gonna be
that's
fun.
Really cool.
We couldn't be 50.
You're not here yet.
Yeah, you're not
we're
here
not here
yet.
yet. I'm sorry.
All right.
Don't answer the elephant in the room.
First things first. Bonnie, do you want to tell them what the topic is?
Longevity. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Longevity. And we're going to promote a bunch of stuff, and then we'll say hi to everybody. So you want to go first, Mandy?
Sure. Well, coming up, we have on September 13th, it's going to be a free show at G's Club in West Hempstead. That's the first Monday of the month. We do have a show, but since Labor Day is the first Monday of the month, it's going to be the second Monday of the month this year. This month, we're going to have Chris Monty as the headliner and Tugboat Manny as the host, and that's a free show. And if comics, if you come down, you get put on the bill either that night, you get a chance to perform, or you get put on future shows. So that's not only the 9/13, but that'll also be 10/4 as well. Bonnie and I will be both part of that. Bonnie will also be with me. Terry McNeely's Laughs in the Little Room.
Yes, pre-order your tickets.
Yes, because that is a small room, and they will that show will sell out.
The little room, where's that, Governors?
Yes.
Yeah, could you come?
We're not here yet.
Oh, yeah, they're not here.
Still
We're not
not-
here yet.
If you hear anything, it's just
Somebody was
my
talking
house,
about your giggle.
my house being
Sure.
rented. Taz saying, "Mama Mandy, I love you, Taz. You're the best." And what else? Two other things. Stephen Rockaprillo is having a roast battle for his birthday on the 15th. Kathy Arnold and I are going to roast each other, which is going to be fun. And then on the 16th, I'll be in PA hosting an all-ladies show. It's dinner and a comedy show. So hit me up for tickets for those events.
Okay, and I'm going to be at Club 121 on September 3rd, with Friday, September 3rd, which is John Butera. And on September 7th, I'm going to be co-hosting Disturbed and Confused, which is another podcast with our friend Michelle Asta. That's on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on Facebook and Strong Island TV following our show on Wednesday. And I'm putting together some two different days of comedy for somebody from our guest network who got very sick. And he actually messengered me, Felix from Let's Eat Long Island, volunteered. So I'm working on getting, I'm working on some dates, and I'm going to be announcing that. And I started a Facebook group, my first Facebook group, and I called it Bonnie Scalisi's Self-Centered Shit. So it's just for fun. Find my page. It's a public group, and it's the only thing that you have to do is not fight on it. It's just for fun.
Honestly, I was very impressed. Bonnie's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, it looks like you're taking over the internet.
But I don't know how. I got like 78 people so far on the first day, but I don't know
Can you direct them
how
to our
see.
pages? And
I don't know how. I don't even know how to see who said that they joined. I don't know how to see people's posts. People are posting things. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's gonna take
There are more
over.
people than I have on my YouTube page.
It's a Godzilla. That's a fact. I love it.
So go ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say anything else
No, I think that does it.
because this guy's jumping on the freaking stage.
Yeah, so we are so excited to have our friends from our past now in our present. They were fellow podcasters back at our old network, and they have an amazing show that they will talk about. Bobby, this is how they wanted me to introduce them. Bobby and Graz from Limo Talk. Let's hear it for them. Oh, and I forgot to say hi to the viewers, but you guys talk first.
Hi, viewers.
Hi.
I did not approve that introduction at all. I would not want to be introduced as Bobby and Graz from Limo Talk. I wanted to be Bobby Inns.
Oh,
And
okay,
the other
Bobby
guy.
Inns.
The other
From
guy.
Limo Talk. I mean, that's just the way I like it. I don't know. That's just. I want to
I'd
be.
probably butcher your name, so it's better off.
And,
that-
you know, Inzarello and Grazia Day. It's easy.
Yeah.
Go to your day.
I
He's like Carolina Lead. Carolina Lead. She talks beautiful English all the way through. She gets to an interest, and that's the story over here over at Long Beach from Carolina Lead over at. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Can I curse on this show?
Absolutely.
Yes, you can. I curse in the
Be
intro.
yourself.
But I run a mic with Will Romero, and I actually introduced him as Will Romano. And I've been
Which is
running a
probably
mic with him
better
for a long
in his
time
career.
now. But I
Romano is a good name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to say hello to a couple of people. David Lange is watching, and Taz, the residential artist, is watching.
Hi, Taz.
And I
We're
used her
not worthy.
drawing as one of our promos to get
Hi,
the
Taz.
to watch. We love Taz. We all love Taz. Bruno is watching. Hi, Bruno. My boyfriend, Michael Steven Spielberg. Joan Krupiasher is watching. How are you, Joan? And they're all saying a bunch of different things.
Your boyfriend has 3 names?
Yes,
Michael Steven Spielberg.
We love David. We love Greg DeFilippo. Mary Underhill, your mom is watching.
Greg DiFilippo is the Robin DeVito of Limo Talk.
I'm
Yeah.
Bobby G.
Yeah,
in Zorrillo.
I don't see Robin yet.
Robin DeVito, she's not friends with me on Facebook, but I
No one's
see.
friends with you.
I see what she does.
Oh,
It's
she's-
a good
she's-
thing what she did. That's
I
because
know.
Greg did it for us at the beginning, and it helps.
I know
And
because
It helps so much having somebody like that putting it out everywhere.
Right, because the content, like after Bonnie and I do a show, we usually sit here and talk and debrief and talk about the stuff that we're not allowed to talk on air. And Robin has like snapshotted images and she's uploading them, and then it's showing it to a new media. Like I'll bring that to Instagram, and I have friends that I know don't even go on Facebook. They see us on Instagram doing
See,
stuff,
Robin, I
and
know
then
Robin.
they'll
I
go
don't
to
think Robin knows
YouTube.
she knows.
We'll introduce it to you.
But how do you know? How do you know?
Well, I think she works at the Board of Elections.
She does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep that on the keep
I
that on the hush hush.
I-
But yeah, she's in the
We
government.
love Robin.
I know.
She's a spy.
And just a few more.
Oh, by the
people.
way, I just want to bring up one thing. Bonnie drinks
Wine.
yellowtail wine in a coffee mug with a bendy straw. I have never seen that before. And next to the wine, to the right, are two Q-tips, which are really making me wonder.
I don't know why the Q-tips
The
are.
Q-tips are here so that
That's
we
not
get
usually
a
here.
Oh, and
nice,
lens cleaners.
clean
Okay.
shot.
Okay, there you go.
guys.
See
All
that? You thought I stuck them in my
Everybody
ears? or
loves
I
something?
thought maybe you did. You know, we're going to clean our ears during the
Yeah,
show. That was
no,
going to that might be the segment.
That's
Maybe
for
I-
Miss Robin to get a clean
Maybe
shot.
after what you say, I have to clean out my ears. Nancy Weems is tuning in. She's saying good evening. Cracker Jack. She said laughing all afternoon. Bonnie with those posts in my new group. There's Robin DeVito. She is watching. We were just talking about you, Robin. Andrew Ferdinand, how are you doing? And I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Michelle Asta. Michelle, I already said I'm posting your show on whatever date it was.
We want to go on Michelle Asta's show.
Kristen Tinsley.
I want to go back on Kristen Tinsley.
I love Kristen.
She's the actually, you know what? Kristen Tinsley is the reason that we're here tonight because
Kristen
she
is
texted
amazing.
me and said, "What's going on with you guys?" And I go, "We have no right. We have no idea. We have no.
I don't know anything about
We have
this.
no idea what we're doing." So
Well, then you fit right in with us.
Yeah, she goes, "Well, why don't you go on Mandy's show and Bonnie?" I go, "You think?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll reach out to him." 2 days later, you reached out to me, and the rest is history. So,
Oh,
thank
wait,
you.
wait, you had to be pushed to do this?
No, Kristen Tinsley reached out to us.
She greased
She
us.
greased us a little.
Yay, Kristen.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
honey
Kristen
jack.
Tinsley.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kristen is...
No, we love Kristen.
I just
The best.
I just
motivated
met Kristen
me.
on
Well-
Saturday night. I was hanging out with Kristen.
You had a date to come involved in a heavy sports.
Yeah.
What's
That's
that?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're just.
No, just stop what you're saying and go to your phone.
That's my MO.
tell me about it. How do you discern?
Him wanted me. Actually,
Go ahead. Tell them how you do it, Anthony. How do you do it with your kids?
And then you fucking can have your shining
Oh, you get mad
spotlight
at me. You
in.
get mad at me.
No, it's
No,
self defense. I start cursing. I'm sorry.
I don't
Take
care.
it back.
It's okay.
I take it
I
back.
kind of blanked out.
Pump the brakes.
I missed the last minute. What happened?
I don't know.
We're
Hey.
asking a serious question.
So,
I just started.
Bend your
Ruby.
straw,
See,
sip your wine,
you
go.
can't blame it on the wine
All right.
yet.
So coaching and children.
so they tell me Robin wants me to move closer to Bobby because we're
Get
half.
the fuck out of here, Robin.
Oh yeah, well
Robin's our director.
if he's off the screen, that's not good.
And he's pushing me into the other room now. I'm fixing one sleeve, it's the wrong one, and we're in reverse on this.
We you know what? I don't know how I balance it. I just enjoy the time that we get
Does
to
he do it?
the time I get to spend with him. When we started this thing, he'll tell you the truth. When we were at WGBB, I told him all I want to do is have a lot of laughs with you, and hopefully I can get you to be
So how long have you been partners
famous.
with him?
You know, we're together
Since the
11
first
years.
show we did.
First show together. We've been together. It's been him
Wow.
and I. Yeah, it's been him and I since 2000.
2011,
Yeah, 2011.
which is 15 years to graduate. But it's really been 10 years. It has been 10 and a half years. And started out doing the GBB show.
Yep.
And I was the one with a lot of kids who was really big involved in sports and stuff like this. I don't know how he got involved. But I was taking a lot of time driving to these places, driving to Route 109 in West Babylon.
Yeah,
You know, he lived right nearby all the time. And then we started doing the Shark, which was like I had to leave the Board of Elections where I worked and take a 3-hour lunch that no one knew about and go to the studio over there to be told by the producer of the show that we weren't doing anything right. You know,
Wow.
that we sucked.
That
And then they
sucks.
cut up our show. So we left GBB, and this guy takes us. He cuts up our show, and he puts us on Sunday night or Monday night, I think,
Sunday nights.
against the NFL.
And we did good.
Oh.
Right? And we doing well, actually.
And he wanted us to do like 2-minute segments, so we'd make a couple of jokes back and forth, do a few things, and then they play like some Metallica song or something like that. You know, we'd lead into a song. That sucked.
We didn't have the space.
Robin
you know?
wants you guys to kiss.
Robin,
we don't kiss.
I know where you work.
Everybody's usually says that to us, so Robin, that's funny. I like that.
I would kiss him if I was half
Well, you've
dead.
been together 11 years,
Yeah.
so.
Half dead. I
I
haven't heard that one.
Well, speaking of dead, I worked the Grateful Dead concert on.
I was going to say
Friday.
the guy. killed
What
himself,
do you do when you say you work for them? What does
I
that
do
mean?
security at City Field.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Among the many
I have
jobs.
a friend who does security.
Oh my God!
All right.
I'm
So
trying to
tell us your story.
Go ahead.
No, but I was like, I got put right in front of the stage, right? That was my
Cool.
spot for the night, which you would think on any given night, any band, it could have been, you know, I could have been Danny Partridge, and I would have been happy to be by the front of this because I'd recognize a few songs. I don't know this song. I really don't. Except I do know that 40 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever, I wasn't a big fan of theirs, and today I'm still not. And they played for 4 hours, solid hours.
That's long.
Well, they took a 45-minute intermission, so you really can't even. I never seen a band take a 45-minute intermission, but they did. That was the time when somebody died, but that's another story. And they come back and they're playing, and I'm sitting there going, I don't like any of these songs. And I'm right in front of the stage, which would have been a blessing any other
that would
time.
have been cool.
But no, it wasn't. And they just go on. They're jams, and there's so many Grateful Dead fans that they love them. They love them.
Yeah, it's like a cult.
There were 35,000 people there looking at me as if I said something negative about it, they wanted to kill me. You know, so I was just like, nothing. I said nothing. They go, this is the best show ever. I was like, yes, it is. Best show ever. But I didn't like them 30 years ago, and I don't really like them now. So, I don't
So
know.
nothing has changed.
Nothing's changed.
So we were at the WGBB, and then we went to the Shock, and the Shock split us. Basically, we were having a shitty time. So then we took about a year off, and then I walked over to the comedy club and walked in and saw one of the bosses, Larry, and I said, hey, you know, that studio in there is not doing anything, right? He goes, nope. I go, what do you think? He goes, all right, what do you want to do? And I told them we'd have a comedy show, Limo Talk. We've been together 5 years.
Yeah, you were the guys.
We
the
want.
original ones.
Well, John Mulrooney had been in there, and he was with Michael O'Toole and Kevin Downey Jr. and Monty, the guy you had, Chris Monty. I guess it didn't go well. They tried to do a morning show against Howard Stern. That's what they.
That's tough competition.
That's tough competition. Yeah. They didn't go as.
It was kind of like us against the NFL ones.
Yeah. So it sat there for a year and wasn't doing anything, and then I asked them, and they said yes. So
that was after spending weeks going to boarded up dairy barns to try to get into there. So
yeah, I know. I always used to say next to the bootleg dairy barn.
Yeah. So we started.
Everybody knows what that
the
is.
backstory.
The bootleg dairy barn, yes.
Because it's not
the cow.
Yeah, it's not an actual dairy barn.
I just want to say a few more people are tuning in.
Oh, wait, he's in the middle of the story.
That's okay.
That's what he does to me.
Richard Parisi.
The head, right? Richie Parisi, the head.
Yes.
See, I'm getting to know all the guys from the other guy, the
Chris
pizza guy. I'm starting to learn all the other ones from you.
I'm chewing on ice. I'm frustrated.
From you guys. What'd you say?
I'm chewing on ice.
We haven't. She already gave us 15 minutes extra time.
We're extending.
No, that's not why I'm frustrated. I'm just.
Well, wait a minute, Bonnie, and you snuck a deal without me?
Well,
yeah, go to the bathroom again. We're on till 12.
It's 2 hours.
If you don't want to, it's fine, Mandy.
No,
I like the screen button.
No, it's
He like
fine.
begged me.
That was easy. That was
Did
easy.
you pay her?
No, I said I have a
Because
problem.
I want a portion.
He wanted an
of the money.
hour.
I said I told Robin
Oh my
Vito,
God, an hour.
I need an
arrogant.
I'll send it. Listen, we're already 20 minutes in. I'm not even. We haven't even
We're
cleared up
we're
yet.
only 20 minutes. We're already 20 minutes.
Yeah, I want to go home, right?
Yeah, and I'm
Wow.
already over you. Oh my God.
So we started it up. The legacy part of it that you and I talked about, Mandy.
Yeah, get my invited.
Everybody does that.
He just called it legacy. You
every-
called it longevity. You called it legacy.
Every time he fucks my name up, he's missing a minute.
Right, subtract a minute.
I called the body.
Oh,
So-
wow.
So you're part of our legacy. I mean, you started Cubs
Oh,
Radio then in 2016. You guys end up
I was
starting
guest
there.
on your show.
Yeah.
You were a guest on the show. So I look at all the people that are there now as part of what we.
Oh,
I
yeah.
look at all the people that are there now as less than what we were doing.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
we had like
Everybody did their own shows.
Leave 'em dead comedy is just like, is that what it's called? Left for Dead comedy. No, I just, they're on. I see them once in a while, and
The light bulb just went on. I just got it. I didn't know what he was talking about. Now I get that. Greg the Flipper wants to know what's your feeling on amputees.
Oh my Lord, we're getting worse, guys.
wait, it's
Be
okay.
nice.
amputees are great because they can't give you the finger. That's right. All right. What the hell kind of question is that?
Yeah,
Greg. That's the kind of question Greg answers. I like that he's insane, so he fits in with us.
Greg, put your mask on in Florida.
Yeah, Florida makes you very hot and sweaty, and you do things you might not normally do.
Greg needs to live on
Greg's
a very funny guy.
text regrettable things.
But you know what? One of the things that I do miss about being part of the network with you is when Graz used to organize, and Jim our old person, our old person who did the show, our original person.
Three's Company,
They
the
used
original
to-
Three's Company.
Yeah.
Jim Rhea,
Jim
Bonnie
Rhea.
Our
Scalisi,
person.
and Mandy Jones.
Right, and you guys used to put together these events that, like you said, I do this for fun. So we had a song thing.
Yep.
We had a softball thing.
Against the blind softball.
And I missed that. And everybody was friendly with each other. Everybody got along. And that's the part that I will put in my memory and keep that part as the good experience. So we would like to recreate and have a event where we challenge you to a pool match.
Pool? Swimming?
Because we don't know how to play pool. You guys know how to play
Volleyball in the
pool?
pool? I love it.
No.
Well, I heard we were bowling.
Pool.
Somebody said bowling.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago before
Yeah.
we
Or
were talking bowling, and now she's going.
Yeah.
What you could pick whatever you
Beach
like. better.
volleyball.
No.
Yeah, I'd like to see you two using your never mind.
I don't like the sun.
I'm gonna say bowling.
I'm
going
bowling.
bowling.
And
Bowling.
I actually
I like the bowling
We'll
idea.
put some money on it.
All right. I'll do that.
Maybe we could raise money for
We
a
could
charity.
raise money for a charity.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I'm not handling the money this time. It took me too long last time. Forget about it.
We'll
I'm still
donate
waiting.
it all to our
Michelle is a
network.
cool shark.
I'm still waiting on a check that was told to been given to me.
By the time he got the money in, they were cured.
Mary Underhill says
They're
chicken.
like, we don't
fights
need
in
it
the pool."
anymore. Thanks. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. My
No,
God.
but I would love to. Yes, we're in. We would love.
All right, so we're gonna have a bowling match.
Yeah, we'll get everybody together. Kristen Tinsley said she wanted to go to a park and play softball.
Oh yeah, I remember she had that.
Yeah,
idea.
You know
we'll
what?
do that
I would rather.
too.
I would
I'd
rather
rather
go to
be
bowling.
inside in air
Yeah.
conditioning with liquor.
Is that all right?
That's my thing.
What?
So
We love
We're gonna,
softball.
you know,
Inside.
in June of 2020, we're going to do a softball game.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We talked about
Time
this.
out.
We
We-
talked.
go-
You said go ahead, and
Go
then you
ahead.
say time
Go
out.
ahead.
June of 2020. That's already passed.
Yeah. Go.
So no,
The
we
math
started
wheels
talking
are
about.
turning.
I didn't even pick up on it.
Bendy straw. Anyway, we had we started talking in May during the pandemic, May of 2020. We started talking about doing this softball game, and he goes, first it was going to be September that year, 2020, and we were going to do this. We had the name of the team, the color of the uniforms, who was going to play. 53 people were supposed to play in this game.
And no one showed up?
Jerseys.
No. Forget about no one. We didn't show up.
Why?
It didn't have what? So
No
now
team.
September. No, we're not going to do September. We're going to do maybe October. Still nice in October. No, we're not going to do October. How about we do next March? I was like, too cold in March. What are you talking about, March? All right, right. We'll do May. So we're going to do the softball May of 2021. May
So
of
it kept
2020.
being delayed?
Right? Then it was going to be June 20th, I think, of 2021.
Oh, let's do it.
We had a date. We had a
Let's
date.
do it.
Right? We're going to do it.
Nobody want. They
I
all
didn't
hated
get a
us.
call on June 19th. Are you ready? Where's your mitt?
They all hated
Nothing.
us.
All right, nothing happened, so it didn't happen. And then we passed it, and no softball game. So we talked about it and planned it for over a year, and it never happened.
But everybody liked us at one point. And
So
then-
this bowling is going to be even better than that.
When Mandy and I are in charge of something, it happens. I'm a
It's true.
teacher,
You see,
so
there's the difference.
yeah.
He talks about stuff, never happens.
That's not
Yeah.
true. I owe
No, he
I owe
did
Joe
a few
Krupiasher
things.
and Jay Christopher a 5XL limo talk shirt.
Never happened.
I got to get Bonnie one. Oh my God, I did it again.
Oh, 13 minutes. 13 minutes.
Mandy wants one, and I got to get Bonnie one. So now I got 4
I wanted to
t-shirts.
get-
Taz just said she would draw us with bowling balls.
Oh,
Thank you, Taz.
yes.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, but you better make sure you
Taz.
put a smile and
Yeah,
do
I
them
want.
good.
I want to look normal. I
Yeah,
don't
we
want to
wanna
look
look-
like
he's
my
gotta look
hair's
normal,
up here.
Taz.
And blah,
No,
blah,
Taz,
blah. Me and Bobby are vain.
I am very vain. I mean, I'm not going to
because
deny
we're,
it.
you know.
But I see a picture of myself and I don't like it. I want the whole
Me
picture
too.
burned. I
Me
want
too.
it burned.
I agree with you. I understand.
You know, I don't care what everybody can look great. Everybody can look amazing. Burn it.
I
Burn
agree.
it.
I agree.
Somebody's wedding photo.
Don't care. Burn it. Get rid of it. Or cut me out. That's why I always take. That's why I always get on the end.
Yeah, you can
So
clip
the
me
option
out.
is there for me to show up when they show me the album, and I just cut myself the fuck out. And I'm out of the picture, and
Yep.
they'll be like, "Hey, this picture just looks a little shit.
Oh, it was so
There's no
good
border
until
on this
Bobby's
anymore." I'm like,
fucking-
"Donut."
Bobby's
Donut?
fucking head was in it.
Yeah.
Your mom says you have your own bowling ball.
A bowling pin
That-
ball.
Is she throwing you under the bus? Are you a ringer?
No, I am a ringer, but I don't have a bowling ball anymore, Mom. I got rid of that bowling ball.
Is that your
Wait,
mother?
wait,
Is
wait.
that
Your
your mother,
mother's
Mary
watching?
Underhill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like. Oh, all right.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Yeah, she
My mom's
Limo
not
talk. It's
with us anymore.
Inzarello.
He comes to the Met game yesterday. I'm working the right field gate. He comes down to the gate. I talk to him like a prisoner through the bars. And we're doing the fist bumps and stuff. And he's got his kids are the nicest kids. They're great kids. I don't know how the hell, but anyhow. And he goes, "Oh, we're up in section 103, whatever, right?" And he thinks like I'm just gonna drop everything and come visit him, hang out. I'm working.
We came by to say
Stop
hello.
by.
Yeah, come by, hang out, get a hot dog. Hang out.
Can I ask you a question? The Club G
Absolutely.
thing, the Club G thing that you do.
Yes.
So
We
that's
do,
he's in
we
East.
do.
You in West Hempstead. You guys do. Sorry, I look at you as one.
And she's Mandy.
All right, that's Mandy. Your body.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We are the wildflowers.
Your wildflowers. I called you the wall. I called you the wallflowers the
He
other
was
day.
calling us the Wallflowers.
And then I
No,
said
I
Three's.
know.
And I called you Three's Company with Jim Rayer, and then the fucking sub Tony Landolfi. You fucking cut him out, and we bring Landolfi in. and
No, they both
They both-
elegantly resigned.
yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't.
then, who was coming in? I want to know who was coming in after Landolfi.
Oh,
No,
the boogeyman. It was COVID. No one can replace Bonnie and I.
Yeah, no, I
It's
know.
just us.
So
Three's Company too, is you guys.
Come and knock on our door. Did you have a song for that show?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
That
We
was it?
stole the song
Oh, you
from the
did?
original thing. And I was like, they're going
Well, that
to
was
get us.
initially, and then then Bobby Soleil did one.
And now I know it's really nice to know that Keith Partridge, which was David Cassidy, actually before he passed away, did your theme song to this Wildflower song, a Wallflower song.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh,
just
yeah,
now.
somebody sent that to me and told us that. I think
She's cool with it.
she's so
I'm
funny.
somebody sent me.
It was copyright.
Somebody famous has a song about wildflowers.
Oh well, Tina
Grateful
Valentina
Dead.
had told.
It wasn't Grateful
Well,
Dead.
yeah, well, and fucking Tom Petty has.
Not it.
Tom Petty.
Yeah, the
Thank you for
Wildflower.
finishing my.
Yeah.
Don't
I-
come around here no more.
Yeah, that's it.
It's about a divorce.
So Greg is saying all we need in this show right now is Dan Romano,
Oh my
and then it would
Hey,
be
look,
complete.
baby, they're about
Right,
it. They're
but
about
all
it.
we need is your shit talking.
12-inch pizza with an 11-inch crust. Go ahead.
How's the pizza in Florida, Greg?
Yeah,
I
the
heard
pizza
it's
is not
shit.
good.
So now you're doing it in West Hempstead, right?
Oh, yeah, what's your question?
He lives in Valley Stream.
He's not
Why don't you-
invited. He's absolutely not invited.
Where, to what?
It's a free fucking thing.
I want him to go on
Yeah, everybody
stage.
come to the show.
Wow.
Whoa, we just stood there with a straight face and went like,
whoa. Have you ever
He's not
considered?
invited.
Has he ever considered doing stand-up comedy before?
But he's done stand-up comedy.
All right, so why would you not get your ass down there for a seat?
I'm not invited, that's why.
Oh, well,
Everyone's
it's a free
invited.
show.
You just said clearly, I just heard it. He's not invited.
She was joking.
It was a joke. If you're in the comedy game, you should recognize.
No, I'm so in the comedy game that I know when someone's not kidding. He said he's so not invited. He's not invited.
I'm somehow sticking up for you because I know that there's a bully element with you and him.
Who's the bully?
Who's the bully? You're the bully. I just sit there.
Yeah, you're defenseless.
She calls me a bitch. She goes, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have Bobby Anzarello and the bitch Anthony Grazley on my show tonight."
And you come off in such a way that it's familiar, like family, like I can fuck with you. Like I
You
know.
can, but let me know.
Let me know.
She just looks straight at Graz and she goes, because he's not invited.
Well, because he was starting this whole.
I'll
thing,
get up.
why are you not
You'll be waving your phone at me to try to get me off that stage.
I'll be so sorry. I'll be like, Graz, why were you not headlining? No, absolutely. Come down.
Why were you not?
You could win a 5-minute spot the night of.
I want to win 5 minutes, but I don't want to win a spot.
You guarantee get a spot on the future event.
Right.
Whether you win
Because
that night
we
or
have a show
not.
once a month,
So there were so many comics at the August show.
which was Joe DeVito.
So we had September.
Any relation to Robin?
I
No.
asked him when he was a guest on this show. I go, Robin DeVito is watching. Are you related? And he goes, you can't believe how many DeVitos there are.
Oh, there are.
Yeah, there's a million.
I went to
DeVitos.
school with two of them.
Junior.
That was, just two different. They weren't related at all.
I'll go-
Hey, how are you?
I'll go right to Team Mins.
Look, he's on the phone. You know what I mean?
I will fucking quickly switch it to.
Oh, you're not on Team In?
I've been on Team Mins, but
Thank
I'll
you.
start hammering them.
Why is everybody? You see, that's the fucking problem. Everybody's on fucking team.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's the thing. There's not a Team Bonnie and there's not a Team Mandy. We're just the Wildflowers.
Right. We
You
don't
guys have
compete.
a different dynamic.
We
Yeah,
don't
that's
compete.
You guys.
Share the show, everybody that's
Wild
watching right now.
child.
Press the share button right now, or we will come through the camera and wring your frickin's neck.
So wait a minute. So
All
Share,
right,
share,
we're getting down
share.
to the nitty gritty
Share
here.
it. Just share it.
so
Come on.
Taz,
Yeah.
right?
Share the show,
Put it
or
in
you're
her.
dead.
Yeah.
All right, you're fucking
All right, I was
dead.
trying to be polite, but what Bobby said, I like that.
Tell you.
No, so are we halfway done? Should I do the?
Yeah, let's do it, Bonnie.
Can we go to the
Okay.
bathroom now?
We have also a gentleman
You
Jack.
can if you really want to.
Okay, so our sponsor we love is Key Fits. He owns a company called Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. Keys Cutlery. He sells knives, swords, and all kinds of
Does he
self-defense
make
equipment.
keys?
I don't know. We'll ask him.
Can I get a really nice
Yes,
key from him?
You probably can.
Like, I'd like a new ignition key for my car.
Well, I don't know if he
That's
does that.
more like a Pep
That's more
Boys
specialized.
thing.
But
Pep
his
Boys?
stuff is excellent
So he
quality.
makes jewelry. Does he
Wait, I'm
make
getting
the
to
jewelry?
that.
I'm going to
For,
interview
for
him.
reasonable prices, you can shop online at
So I can reason with him about the price.
keyslovejewelry.com. keyscutlery.com.
I can talk to him about. We can like barter over things. I can give him like my
His
baseball
wife does
bat.
the jewelry part. They do have really cool jewelry.
Key and Teresa,
Yeah.
you don't even have to pay for the tag.
What?
it's a paper.
No,
Hold on.
we are giving. What's the name of the company?
Keys
Keys
Love
loves
Jewelry
jewelry.
and Keys Cutlery.
Keys loves
Cutlery.
jewelry.
I know him. He's in.
Keys love
Oh,
jewelry.
hi, Gina
and
Kajemi
Keys
Club, and
Cutlery.
how are you?
Now, bottom line is, look at how beautiful that setup is over there.
That's because
Beautiful.
Mandy
The
knows what she's
hand with
doing.
the eye is really bugging me out.
Oh, it's great.
All right, but I
Mandy
want
did that.
Do you have any of his cutlery or whatever it is? Do you?
No,
I
but
bought
mean,
I
if
bought
you're
a
down there-
a
Stun
taser
gun.
from him, a stun gun. I bought.
He's got a stun gun?
I got it in pink.
Funny.
Yeah.
Key, I know that you hang out with the pizza guy and you're big friends with him. I want a stun gun. I do. I want a
But
stun
I
gun.
They're really
stun
cool.
guns for everyone.
And it was under
Two
$20.
stun guns.
What's his name?
Key
Key
Fitz.
Fitz.
And it was
Fitz.
and his
Key-
beautiful wife Teresa.
You should perform.
She sells the really
Key,
cool jewelry.
I want a stun gun. We're gonna do it to everyone.
Talk.
We're gonna nail everyone.
Talk after the
1075
And it's
Portion
legal.
Road
You're allowed
in
to carry it.
Farmingville. 1075 Portion Road, Farmingville, New
Tell
York.
them the Wildflowers sent you.
631-379-1781.
Yes.
KeysCutlery.com.
You could see them in person.
KeysLoveJewelry.com. Tell them that Bonnie and Mandy sent you, and they're going to charge an extra $20.
And tell
At
him you're on.
Lala's flea market, you could haggle with him the prices.
Tell him
That's
you're
what
on
flea
Team
markets
Ins.
are all
Tell
about.
him you're on Team Ins, and you're gonna get another 20% off, and I'm gonna mail you a check. All right.
All right, we're gonna hold you to that now.
So, should we do a little like switch hitter? Like, is it me and Ins versus you and Graz with the bowling? Or
Oh, with
is
the
it,
bowling?
like,
Oh, I was getting excited. Hold
Or is
on.
it like
Where's Glenn?
Hey,
wild?
hope you have a good nap.
Hey, Glenn, if you want, I got tickets to the Met game tonight.
Yeah.
If you leave now, you'll be there by the third
It's
inning.
gonna be 12 minutes. All right. I'm just saying.
Oh,
should
thank
we
you. Bruno
do-
put it on
Bruno?
Bruno.
Bruno is
That's
our
another guy.
savior.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
Bruno
guy.
put
Our
put Keys
fucking
stuff so you could just
savior.
press it and get to Keys.
Bruno Capolo. It's funny because
love Bruno.
I said something to him a year
I met him
ago.
in person.
But I said
What?
something to him a year ago. I go, Bruno, you seem to be sharing a show to everybody.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing because
Were
everybody.
you going like this when
Well,
you
'cause I
talking
was
to him?
yeah.
Because that's what goes on when you share shows.
You know,
Yeah.
Bruno,
Like that.
Bruno,
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
Because when
why don't
Bruno
you
is
share the show to
sharing
everyone?
shows, this is
So
what he's doing.
I told Bruno, I go, Bruno, share the show everywhere because they all seem to be accepting it. And now he shares everybody's show.
Oh, I love it.
He doesn't share.
I'll
but-
get a notification
Bruno is great.
of my show coming in from Bruno's show.
Di
From
Filippo,
Thanks to
Bruno
Bruno.
Capolo, Robin DeVito.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the
those
unsung
are the-
heroes.
amazing people.
Actually, Joan Croupiascia.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
they keep this shit going.
Yeah, Joan
Nancy
Croupiascia,
Weems.
Greg DiFilippo.
Joan is my favorite, and Robin, they're like our favorites.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And Bruno.
Wow.
And Bruno.
So
yeah.
we mentioned all of them?
Picking favorites.
And
aren't we?
Keys, and what's the name of that? Keys?
Keys Cutlery.
Keys
Oh,
Cutlery.
Key Fitz.
Key Fitz
Yeah, Key
Cutlery.
Fitz is amazing.
So when we started over there, it was Inns, it was me at the other network. It was Inns, me, it was O'Toole and Brian Bemel, and then we had then we had Norton, and then Thomas Santiago was our producers. And what happened was we spawned off different shows. We had us, then they had to work with Mike and Pete and Steve, which is Michael's doing phenomenal. O'Toole. That beer show is all over the country. Everybody knows the beer show.
I no longer follow that network.
But I
So I don't
understand.
know what's going on
Well,
with
I
them.
put it on my thing,
And is that Pete
GothamGoGraz.com.
Road? Because I grew up with him.
It's Pete Caviano. He's from Farmingdale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
The whole
think
world
maybe-
is from fucking Farmingdale.
it's Michael O'Toole. It's Pete from Caviano from Farmingdale, and Steve Pominski, who
Okay.
used to be the owner of Barrage Brewery.
All right.
I went out of business.
I don't know.
So he works for the trains, and he got very involved with Michael. But that was afterwards. But I'm saying Michael did his show. Then we had the Sports Mafia. Then we had Limo Talk with Graz. And then it continued on. You had the Will Sharon show.
Oh, I remember that.
You
yeah.
had Dr. Love.
I love Will
They
Sharon.
call
Will Sharon
me.
is so nice.
You had Dr. Love. You had the comedians on hockey with Anthony
and
DiDomenico.
DB
Roach.
Frick had a show.
DB Frick had a show.
Something about
Teresa
it.
had a show.
Yeah,
So that's our
that's-
legacy. That's
Yeah,
our legacy.
yeah.
DB Frick never had a podcast. It's our legacy. Whether it's people like him or hate him, we got him started.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
He unfriended me, but I don't know why. But he did it.
Oh, I
nice.
can't
He did
imagine
it
why.
nice
It
and
must
quietly.
be political.
He gave me one of these. He goes, all you
It's
do
fine,
is
as
all
long-
you do is respond to things when I say something political, and you respond to, so I'm friending you.
He
Gone.
didn't tell me
I was
why,
like-
and that's better.
I'm like, I needed to be friends with DB fucking Frick. Are you kidding me?
I didn't want to say it to put DB down. I don't put anybody down.
Guy's fucking horrible.
That's not coming from me.
He's not endorsing the message.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
I do not endorse that message.
It's horrible to defriend somebody because they responded.
Well, the thing is, if
He
you're
didn't
gonna,
tell me why, so it's better that way.
I don't write anything racy or anything that's going to start shit because if I don't want to go into those conversations with people. If you're going to write something, and
I
put
warn
your
people I'm
opinion
not
up,
going to comment.
He
about
wrote his
it.
opinion, and I said my opinion.
and then you can't. Yeah,
that was horrible.
That's censorship, and that's why I don't go down that road with people where I don't go on tangents like that.
I haven't slept since he unfriended me.
I know. I'm surprised you showed up. I'm like,
So I have the thing when I put new people on my
Support
page,
group.
I messenger them ahead of time and say I post stuff, and if you are not,
Bonnie.
if you're gonna fight with me,
disclaimer.
If you're gonna fight with me, don't accept. I won't accept you as a friend because I don't want to fight on my page.
If you don't want heat, stay out of
Right.
I'm friend requesting that page right now.
So then we go and we got to all these shows this span, and then I can't run the thing. I have my limousine company, and he's got a full-time job. So we were offered it. I was offered it.
People think this shit runs itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And Michael O'Toole's got so much going on his plate, so I couldn't do it. So then they brought a new regime in. We didn't hit it off at the beginning, and the rest is history. You know what I mean?
Do you hit it off with them now?
No.
Because I associate the new group with a troll page that came after Mandy and I. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
I don't know any of that because they won't come after me because I don't play that shit. I already
because
called them.
they like you.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, we're not going to talk about that.
We're talking about our legacy and why we're better off than where we were.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
We were being picked on, so
we were told don't come back, basically.
Oh, that's what we were told.
And it's
no
like,
longer needed.
It's like,
I thought I was rights to my content.
Yeah, I thought I was friends with somebody who apparently not.
Me too.
So,
I love them like family.
So basically, it's like.
I have one of these.
But the point is, I never did anything to anybody.
Me
really,
too.
he's just a yes.
I didn't do anything.
Did this shit. No, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything.
I know.
You know what? Bottom line.
Law-abiding fucking citizen. He did everything into fucking.
Oh yeah, he's always been nice to everybody.
I caused a fucking little ruckus.
Bottom line is, he was doing like promoting constantly promoting. And no matter what you say or do on a show,
I bought tags to that place. I bought all the comics when they didn't have anybody as guests. I did so much for them.
You did baskets at Bob Nelson's party.
Well, that's different.
The stage is different.
The stage
than the
is completely different from the radio.
Anyhow, the thing was, it was all about promotion, and then all of a sudden you get shut out. And I make a couple of phone calls, and it's like, why aren't we allowed back in? Everybody's going back in the studio. Why aren't we going back in the studio? Well,
that's the way.
I feel like I'm talking to Bluto and Papa.
Yeah.
And it's like, Graz did this and Graz did that. I was like, all right, fine, it's over. Can we go back in there? I don't know. You're gonna have to be on 2 months. 2 months. 2 months. Good behavior. What the fuck? I'm going on parole here.
You gotta get good noodle stars.
I'm fucking 55 fucking years old. The bottom line with the show is we brought the show. We wanted to make people laugh all the time. I promoted the fuck out of that place.
Yep,
that's what it was.
I was told I disparage it now, which I don't.
All right, first of all, he promoted the hell out of it. He did.
Yeah.
He really did. He was always like, he bartended me for years, right? You didn't know that story, right? He worked for me at the bar I owned.
No.
Right, in Inch 41 in Franklin Square, right?
Okay.
Cool.
And
it's 11 minutes.
Legacy.
So he bartended for me, right, back in the 90s, and he was always as annoying as he could be. Sometimes everybody can be annoying. But he was he was always telling people about the place and to come down and stuff like that. And he did the same thing with governors. Always telling them Govs Radio, GovsRadio.com, Govs Radio.
Don't even say the name because
I'm just saying. Don't tune into that shit. But I'm just saying. But the bottom line is.
Sold it.
But the bottom line is, he was always pushing it, and here we are. We're the ones. We're like the exiled group.
Yeah.
That You can come back when you're on better behavior.
They told us they were going to tell us
We're doing
why.
for fun.
And then we said, okay. We made we said we'll come. They said come on this date, and they'll tell us why they did that. And then we were going to go, and then they're like, oh, we can't make it that day. Let's reschedule. And then we came to the conclusion that we don't want to know. We don't really care.
You were on one of the shows all the time. You walked in there all the time. I was on the show all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thing
100%.
I made a disparaging remark to somebody, but I apologized about it.
I never made a disparaging remark to anybody.
And then it was whispered in that person's ear for the next 3 years. Well, you do know that he said this about you.
Well, the night of Bob Nelson's tribute night, that was
That's
great.
when I
By
saw
the way,
you.
great.
Remember I just said I
my
wanted
God.
to you.
Bobby Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh, my
We
God.
met him.
I
and
love
we,
that
we
guy.
gave him the money, and it was
Funniest
really
guy,
cool.
I swear to God, I've been seeing him
So
since
nice.
the 80s. You
Such
know,
a nice
That's
person.
awesome, yeah.
Yeah, right, at what do you call Eastside Comedy Club? I used to go see him all the time. And Rob Bartlett and all those guys. But anyway, so I walk in, I go in the back at Governor's, and I see our friend is on the air with the one from Scooby Doo. Thelma. And they're on. And I walk in, he goes, don't go any close. Don't come any closer.
You sound like Gilbert Godfrey.
Don't come any closer. No, he was like, don't come any closer. Don't come any closer. And I was like, oh. He goes, we're on the air. I was like, all right. Everybody walks in on everybody on the air.
They used to walk in.
Who the hell's watching your show? You got 4 people on. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What, is going to change
maybe
your
if
day?
you didn't have a sliding glass fucking
Yeah, it was
door,
wide open.
Maybe something that said recording.
It was wide open. And I just wanted to come in and say hello. You know, hope you have a great show. This is Bob Nelson's night over here. I'm happy to be part of sitting there and everything. And he was like, don't come any closer. I was like, holy shit. And I just turned around and walked
On a piece
away.
Write down who you're talking about, so I know.
You know.
She doesn't. You know, the light bulb doesn't go on right away with me.
Yeah, I could assume. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I
Put it down now.
Yes.
And at first, I thought it was even funnier because I thought you were referring to the other one as a male, and I thought that was even fucking funny. But I digress.
Yeah, let's keep it positive. We don't want to.
We are positive. I'm positively fed up with those fucking people.
We are happy to have
To
you.
deal with their bullshit.
So now we are broadcasting from the Man Production Studios.
Oh, can we be a guest on your show next time?
Absolutely.
Only if you don't mind being in front of a solid brick wall.
I don't care.
Well, we've been. Well,
Apparently,
it's funny.
Mandy does. Wait a minute.
Michael was all
I'm going to
Mandy.
tell you something.
I wish there were
Mandy.
surveillance cameras on.
Check-
I wish the cameras were rolling
Check
during
that studio.
that interview.
That's a beautiful basement.
Dude,
I swear to God, it's a beautiful.
You guys
He's
said
got a
that
bar.
my place was nicer.
You have a bar
No,
on
no.
there.
That's what
I didn't
started.
fucking say that. Holy shit.
That is what started.
No,
this
no. The
little
reason I
debacle
said
that
it's nicer to
was-
it's nicer to be able to walk.
You're both talking at the same time. You first, then you. Go.
Thank you,
Go.
Judge Judy. What happened was, I walked through the door. The studio's right here. I mean, it's right here. This is perfect. This is
You
great.
didn't have to go downstairs.
You got to kind of like sneak through the garage, down the side steps.
It's
and
your
into the
house?
basement. He's not even home though. He lets us go in there. How could you not argue? How could you argue with a guy like that?
Are you talking about Mike
Mike
Nicolia.
Nicolia?
Nicolia
Mike
is
Nicolia
awesome.
is. He has been to
awesome.
us.
Well, I'm going to keep quiet on
Oh,
this one.
that's all right.
Look,
There's enough
he has his
room at the
moments.
finish line for
Everyone.
everyone.
He's a nice. He's treated me like
that
family,
sounds like something.
and he's treated Inns like family.
Sounds like I don't give a fuck. And you guys, you brought up the studio. You were bringing
Bottom line
the
is it-
Sparrisons into the studio, and now you're bringing it up again. So you stirred the pot.
No.
Don't read it
What
out
Mike
loud.
doesn't
Now
have.
when you don't have the
See, if you go to, like,
limo talk,
If Caroline's can have a brick wall in the back, I
that's
think.
stand up. That's different.
Well, that's what he's trying to get. That's what he's trying to accomplish with that.
You were so, okay. I
Do you
didn't
know-
his
See, now he
vision.
doesn't have
I
a
didn't
mannequin,
talk-
a naked black mannequin on his wall.
I didn't
He
talk-
doesn't have hanging in a frame. He doesn't have
I like
that.
that mannequin.
I didn't talk to him about
Turn
his
the camera,
creative-
folks.
I didn't
I think
talk to
that's
him about
very
his creative
stylish.
vision before he did his studio, and nor did he discuss anything with me.
We're going to put a couple.
Any publication retransmissions or other pictures and descriptions?
And I retract anything that I've said, and I probably owe some apologies.
I didn't say anything.
I don't think I said anything
I'm
bad.
going to use text right now.
These guys are stirring the
Mike,
pot.
Mike, it all came out wrong.
He's not going to watch our
Mike
show
is-
anyway.
Mike
doesn't watch anything we do.
He is a really cool guy.
He only
I
has
just-
certain people that he helps.
All right, maybe-
and we're not on that list. That's all I'm going to say.
Today.
Oh, you're going to give us Ins is going to give us the in.
Team Ins.
All right.
Team Ins.
I'm on Team Ins now. All right.
I'm telling you.
If it's going to get me a solid dude on my side, and he's solid, and he's going to like and share my stuff, and I'll like and share his stuff, bro, we got a good thing going on.
I like it.
We got a good thing going on. But I don't see that from a lot of comedians, which is upsetting to me.
People are very, very
Jealous.
resentful and jealous. Resentful, I think, is the biggest problem.
And they have a problem with Bonnie and I because they think a lot of it is based on our looks, and fuck you, it's not. We could have bags over our heads and we'd still be more.
I have two black eyes covered up by makeup. So there you go.
Oh, I think it's
still
all-
fucking killing it.
It might be still based on your looks.
That draws them in.
All right,
But,
what do they get?
but
4
we have
extra
to have
minutes?
substance.
4? Get out of here. We're doing
Mandy's been subtracting.
Misogyny.
I do have somebody to complain about you guys. Richie Zarelli, my producer, Michael O'Toole and Richie Zarelli.
You're gonna bring this up on air.
He says he's upset that you didn't invite him part of Limo.
Who?
We don't have enough
Richie
chairs.
C.
We've only had
look.
2 people.
Yeah, all right, Richie. First,
I'm
of all,
coming back next week. Take that Bond guy off. Forget it. I'm coming back with Rich.
Pronouns
I'm
on.
taking Bond's spot,
All right.
and Richie can come on.
I did have a
I'm
moment.
doing a walk on, and you'll do like Tony Walker and tell me, "Don't come any further. Don't come any further."
It's not your turn, and you already had a turn. No,
Like Michelle asked to say,
it
you
is
have to
one.
support each other.
Richie is a nice guy, and he plays the music, and I'm sorry that I consider more Ins and you more of a fucking
I know that. I know that. He's just.
chemistry
We're the
guy.
chem, man.
Yeah, we're the-
Yeah,
We're the chem.
you're the chem.
I like being the
See,
chem.
what he does, and what O'Toole
I haven't
does.
chemmed in a while, by the way.
You're retarded.
I am.
He's on
I
his.
shouldn't say
He's
that.
drinking.
Sorry.
Taz is saying, Mr. Graz, no. What about what part, Taz?
I know, the whole
A lot of
thing.
shit just went down in the last
Yeah,
10
girl,
minutes that
yeah.
maybe we should edit out. Edit.
No, this is
I didn't get a
for
text.
reason. This
I
is
didn't
why.
get it. No
It says we're
text.
freezing up a lot. Maybe that's because God's way of telling us.
No, it's
like,
Robin. I think we just have a poor connection. It's not us. It's just the internet.
It's the internet. I don't know.
It's probably a lot of people. On
Oh,
Facebook
because
at
you
the
were
moment.
choking. Taz was worried about you.
I'm ready to die.
So we have a couple other guys. Al Celeste helps us out a lot. He's like he comes in intern wise. Taz, Charlie Myers helped us out a lot. Zimmelman,
I'm in a show with Charlie on September 2nd.
Teresa helped us out a lot.
Yeah, Teresa.
Kristen Tinsley helped us out a lot.
Kristen, of
Matt
course.
Arvalo, Mike Nicoli. Those
Yeah.
are that's who we started with. Bobby and I. Matt and Mike were
Matt Arvalo,
yeah,
yeah.
was one of our first comedians to just walk in, and that was.
I took my first comedy class with Matt, and I remember when they were showing the radio room, they were bringing Matt into the radio room like, look, this is for you, like, and I, everybody else, like, they already had an idea that he would have, a spot on the radio, like just the way it was presented, like they were going out of their way to show it to Matthew, but he ended up not really going the podcast route because he went another
he did
direction.
one show. Matt did one show.
Yeah.
He didn't like. He likes comedy.
He was told
Yeah.
never to come back. just like Felix
Oh,
Unger.
we're like digging a hole deeper
Yeah,
and deeper.
just like
I
Felix
didn't say
Unger.
any of this.
Never to
I'm just
return.
pointing out. I'm not saying that. So Joan Krupiastra says, "Wear scrubs."
I
And
have
the
no
scrubs.
idea. I don't know.
is
Scrubs.
Scrubs?
Scrubs is my puppet. It's still there. I've asked.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
that's-
green one?
The green one. Yeah. We
I
don't know.
used to chill out with Scrubs. Sure. And Tony would be
She
like,
used to pick it up and
I
stroke it.
Wait. Tell us
she
what
would
you did
stroke
with
it.
Scrubs.
I loved Scrubs. So
Yes.
Scrubs would always come on with me whenever I saw him.
Correct.
And I thought he was
Whenever I
Zimmelman.
picked up Scrubs, I felt close to you. I
Yeah,
did.
I
I did. And
bet.
now I know why.
It's like an energy
And
thing.
Tony was like,
She had a thing.
don't acknowledge it. don't acknowledge her with it because she's gonna think it's funny, and then she's gonna run with it, and it's not funny, and he wasn't having it, and he would not. He would not. He wouldn't acknowledge Scrubs, and I would just have it on my lap. He would be jerking off. Tony would be telling stories about how many.
Live?
Oh yeah, of course. Obviously, I only do everything live. You only get one chance in life. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, Robin's saying like Joey Petroni with the creepy puppet. It was similar to that. No, Joey's puppet's much more. That was a ventriloquist puppet.
He's furry. He's more like a Muppet.
A Muppet.
He doesn't have the. He doesn't have the.
No,
he's not
he
a
would come in.
marionette.
I would come in from the back, which I like a lot.
He's got a backdoor entrance. He doesn't have a marionette style.
Yeah, it was. You know what? He got me through my first comedy night. Bobby, when we were there, we went to Hector's. Had a night in the city.
Oh, Hector.
Right? Yeah, and we had a good time, man. And Scrubs got me through it. And since then, I haven't seen him.
Why? Because you were nervous
Scared.
in having him as like a security blanket.
He was Linus for that night.
Yeah.
He brought his little blanket with him.
I'm not. Listen, I can't do stand up. I could be the puppeteer and put together a fucking hell of a podcast with this guy.
Yeah.
We know everybody. I know how to interview people. I know what I need to do. I can
this
turn
is
it on.
very different.
I can turn it on and
very
off.
different.
But I can turn it on and off. But I'm not a comedian. I can't do what you guys do.
Comedy's much harder.
Totally different game.
Which comes to the point
This
of
I don't have to prepare for. Comedy, you have to fucking prepare
Yeah.
for. I mean, we prepare with notes and guests and organization, but comedy is a fucking game that you need to. It's a sport.
we started this podcast with the Opie and Anthony mentality from the beginning, and he'll tell you we never did any pre-show. We just walked in and just
Keep
talked.
them green.
We just talked. We kept it green.
Right.
And then a year in, we're doing well at Govs, and somebody's sitting outside listening to the show, and turns to me as I go outside and go, "Maybe you should have some more structure." And I go, "That's the whole.
That's
what we're
your
avoiding.
thing.
That's the whole point."
That's what I was saying. It's
Structure is our enemy.
organized chaos. It's organized chaos. But what I loved about your show, which is different from our show, and it's okay to be different, is you had lots of people coming on. It was like an open door policy.
And that's what I hated about it.
He hated it.
And Mandy and I are very
He still
controlled.
hates it.
We're very
right.
you don't
There's
come.
not going to be a Richie. Like we'll have an episode with Richie, but Richie's not going to sit here and then halfway through we're going to mic him up because I have a 4-mic setup. Like that just doesn't look professional to me. And
we would go on anywhere from 2 to 4 hours.
Well,
so
I know exactly.
it was like-
People need to pay and stuff, so you're like,
Yeah.
all right, sub them in. I remember coming on your show and like at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night being like, I got to work tomorrow, guys.
We were still
like,
going.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we had
literally, like I got to go.
When we talk no structure, we talk no structure.
And we
Well,
had
it's like
no limits.
filibustering.
The best thing I ever said was it was train wreck radio. It's train wreck. It's a train
I
wreck.
like that about it. It was
Yeah.
really cool. Taz is saying Mr. Kumia is. Why is she saying that? Is Kumia?
Because everybody wanted me to go to the Kumia's network, but Anthony and I don't see eye to eye from a long
Who's
time.
Kumia?
From Opie and Anthony Kumia.
And it's funny because Michelle Ass is saying comedy's tough because right now we could be bombing and we're having fun just the four of us.
Yeah, we
at a
don't
table
care.
and it doesn't
Whether people
fucking matter.
and that's
When there's crickets and you're performing on stage,
you sweat.
God
Sweaty lip.
bless ya.
Sweaty lip.
Can I ask that question
bless
then?
ya.
Have you had that happen often, or as you've gotten better, as you've gotten more time behind the mic, it happens a lot less?
I still get nerves, but I've been actually Tugboat Manny, and I'll tell you because I'll tell you everything I know. He was the one that told me, I used to always feel like I'm getting on King to Ka, which is the biggest roller coaster at Six Flags. That adrenaline, like, oh, this is
Oh,
great.
God,
We're going
I would
into
throw up.
Going into a fight, going into whatever. And he said, Mandy, I've actually been listening to a lot of fighters, and they say, like, going into a fight, you need to be in more like a meditative state. You need to be like, like when you envision the Matrix fighting, where everything is in slow motion and it's coming at you. So, like, you shouldn't be so hyped up and nervous about your set.
That's why I have a
you're
drink.
Rushing.
I have a drink before my
You
set.
should be so confident in the zone that if somebody throws you off, you're just like, what was that? Bam, back to the show. Like, just like you're so on it.
So you found it as you're getting better.
Yeah, because I honestly froze up one time and
I'm gonna
I
try
got
a
scared
little
straight.
bit of
I will never freeze up again, and I will
Yeah.
never
Put a
let
little
someone
bit
pay
of
for
that.
a
Sure.
ticket.
What,
Or now
this?
that we do free
I
shows,
just
I
wanna
will
cry
never
a
let
little
anybody
bit.
see
Oh, you're
this.
gonna love it.
But you're good at. I've seen your act. I got to tell you something.
Have you
I
seen
know you
my
don't want.
act?
I know you don't want to hear this, but him and I were at a. We're
No,
at,
go ahead, stroke my ego.
My,
Him and I
wait,
were at-
my
him and I-
boyfriend said Bonnie and Mandy are the podcast Nazis. We are.
that makes us what?
Yeah,
The fucking
you want one? I
Hitlers.
don't want one.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. It's,
You want
See,
ice?
that's why you're cool, because I can interrupt you and
I
you
don't give
don't
a shit.
bite my freaking head off.
No, listen to
No,
me.
no.
I saw a set
You want
that
ice?
you did recently at the meatball place.
At the
And
meatball
you were my
place.
favorite comedian of that night. You didn't go on that night, I don't think. You were,
No.
What,
You
just,
are my favorite comedian.
Wait, you just heard
It's
it?
all
or
stuck
you
together.
I
saw it?
sat there and watched
Oh,
seven.
you were there.
The first three.
Oh, that's when I saw you last.
Yeah, the first three.
Oh, right, we saw you
The
guys
first
there.
three comedians then went up there. I can honestly say we were sitting together. He looked at me and he goes,
Thank you.
"Can we leave?" I go, "We can't leave. We're supposed to be saying something nice about the birthday boy."
Me too, I did that too.
Yeah. So
We can't leave. We were paid to say something.
no, we weren't paid, but we were.
No.
It was basically he had asked.
No,
You
no.
didn't get a dime.
No,
I still haven't gotten a dime.
I said something nice.
Everybody that
Stop.
does the show with me gets paid. Everybody gets paid.
I digress. I was fucked.
So
Okay.
I have to say, I watched it. Paul Bond was on there, did a good job. Terry McNeely was on there, did a good job. Just you came on, I thought you slayed. I thought you did really well, and I was really impressed. And I had seen you a year before at another show, and you were a lot different. And I think
I definitely are more comfortable.
I think you're
on stage.
doing very well, and I'm not sucking up to you.
No,
we
thank
do want to
you.
come. I do want to be invited. I will tell you. I told you before.
You don't have to be invited, just come.
We want to be invited to her Mandy Jones fucking comedy
wants
night in the
private-
backyard.
Private party.
Okay. We don't get invited
The
to any
next-
private parties.
The next private party.
I'm
Fucking
inviting you to my
for
birthday
VIP,
party.
It's gonna be the. It's
My
gonna
birthday
be,
party
I better get out my
on
calendar.
St. Patrick's Day
for
at the
Your
Crest
birthday's
Hollow
St.
Country
Patrick's
Club.
Day.
Halloween party?
That-
We're in.
So
What's the
Halloween.
All right.
Halloween,
That's the
October 30th
Saturday.
for Mandy.
Okay.
And then in March, I'm having a special birthday party for myself at the Crest
writing
Hollow
it down.
Country Club.
Whoa!
And we're both invited.
Woo!
Yeah,
And,
Hollow
and,
is
Jo-
where?
and John
On,
Piazza is going to be the DJ.
I see John all the time. John's the best.
Yeah.
He's the
He's
best.
great.
He's giving me a
Nice
nice
guy.
I
discounted
see him.
rate.
He's all over Valley Stream. I see him
I love
everywhere.
John.
See, but that makes me happy because these are people in the industry that he's starting to get to that know, or at least, like Robin DeVito. You know her. She works.
I knew Robin before this.
Should I leave now? I'm trying to. What the fuck? What is the problem? I'm trying to.
I know.
I sometimes
know.
I feel like I'm not like little sped over here. He's making friends. He's meeting
I hate
people.
you.
He's actually coming
Fuck
out of
you.
his
I
shell.
hate you. I hate
And
you.
Bobby's doing really well.
He's doing very well. He's actually made 3 friends this week.
I hate you.
Well, we were on vacation, and I kept telling
He's wording
my sister,
sentences, full sentences
I
now.
kept telling her,
Full
"You're fine, you're fine." She goes, "I know I'm fine. You don't have to tell me that I'm fine." But I can sense that she needs a "you're fine" right now.
Who is this?
This was my sister. I was on
Oh.
vacation with her for the 4th. But it's like the same thing where it's like, all right, now you're just, what is it, patronizing me?
Yeah, making me feel like an asshole. Yeah. Bottom line is, he calls up. I go to the thing with Bob Nelson thing, right? Teresa had called
That's
me.
where you saw us because we were selling the. We were no.
Selling.
We
were
created the baskets and we sold them.
Yeah.
And we
Grab
raised
them
over
and
a
But he
grand.
treats me like I weaved the baskets, okay? Because it's like he calls up Teresa Farrell, who I went to and sat at the table with her, and he goes, "Thanks for taking Bobby out like that night. He needed that." I'm like, "What am I, a fucking retard?"
No, listen.
I think the comedy,
yes,
the comedy group
What do
is
I
very
owe you?
sensitive.
See, that's the
Everybody's
problem.
very sensitive.
Teresa, the check is there for taking Bobby.
I
with
hate you. You know what?
You know? And then Teresa calls me. She gets in touch with me and she goes, "Why is Graz thanking me for taking you out?" I was like, "I have no fucking idea." I was like, "I don't believe this shit."
I
you
saw
know
you
what?
guys when we
You
were.
know what?
I told him, I go, "Why are you thanking
You guys
me?"
were right in the front, right?
I was sitting right in front.
You deserve a night
Mandy, you
out,
know what?
okay?
I fucking. Now you're jumping on the fucking ins bandwagon.
Team ins.
Okay, listen.
Steven.
I want
I stay out of
the
fights.
soul. The
You know, I'm gonna call
I
his
let
wife.
it
I'm
fly
gonna call his
over.
wife tomorrow. I'm gonna say, "Thank you so much for having sex with that guy. Thank you so much for having sex with Graz. He
He
needed
was
that.
in a great
He
mood
needed
this
that."
morning.
fucking. You know what? You know what?
Thank you so much for riding in one of Graz's cars. I think he needs a customer. He thinks he needed that.
Oh, maybe on my special birthday, I could hire your limo.
Sure. Hire.
Whoa.
Forget
You
it.
done now?
No.
You know where I'm coming from with that.
I'm trying to turn it into a positive moment.
You're like me. You're like a big softie.
Yeah,
where
man.
You like want people to get along. and
No,
you're like-
no.
And you live, Eddie like is a little bit of a sap at the moment.
I fucking forgot. And I know that Bob Nelson was his favorite comedian of all time. Hold on.
Okay.
So
We met him backstage and gave him.
So then I totally forgot about it. I was buying tickets. I couldn't go. I found out he goes. I just called him the next day and I go, thank you. I go, because I wanted to do that and I know it was important for him. I know he would have enjoyed it.
All right,
Best friend moment. Go ahead, keep going. Let him
And
go.
I wanted you to be happy. And I know that you had a really good time that night.
It's sounding so fucking gay.
This is
No homo. No homo.
Oh wait, Greg Limo's gonna jump on this fucking one now.
So therapeutic, guys.
First thing I'm doing when I go home is showering.
A
It's like-
cold shower.
Yeah, very much.
That's
Not a
right.
cold, just a nice soapy one.
Mandy,
Wow.
I was
okay.
happy. I was happy that she had done something. That's something he wanted.
Well,
to do.
yeah. That was like a bucket list thing
Correct.
for you. Like,
But
and
keep
then-
in mind that me and Teresa were talking about it weeks before.
But I didn't know. You never mentioned it to me. You never said anything.
She sent me a text weeks before.
We
She
have-
goes,
we
Don't
have-
forget to buy your ticket. Don't forget to buy your ticket.
Yeah,
She
it's
goes-
sold out.
She goes, I just...
the minute it.
Mandy and I do have to say thank you to Peaches Rodriguez and Peter Bells because they're the ones that asked us to help with that fundraiser and make the bath.
That
So
was the reason we
without
were there.
that's
we
why
don't
we
know
were
Bob
there.
Nelson.
I have no
Bob's
idea
the
who
best.
Bob Nelson
Yeah,
is.
and personally got to meet him. Personally got to hand him the cash from the fucking raffle. It
If
was
you
really
looked up
cool.
some of his
eyes
stuff on
teared up. He
YouTube,
was really
Yeah.
cool.
have you looked it up?
No, I haven't.
Some of the
yet.
shit he
Never,
did was
like,
so creative, so
yeah,
funny. We're
next.
talking 30 years ago.
Yeah.
He was amazing. He was absolutely amazing.
All right, so how far into the hour are we?
Well, they're running on fumes here.
Do you want to plug anything?
I'd like to plug a few things.
No,
I like to plug this guy next to me with a fucking shotgun in
No
the mouth.
homo. No homo.
Well, I'm just going to tell you where I'm going to be. All right, for the next
Yes.
2 weeks, I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be in the Incorporated Village Valley Stream, driving around in the car all day. All right,
getting paid though, right?
Right, I'm getting paid. I'll be there. So if anyone wants to come visit me in Valley Stream, they can come visit me over at Hendrickson Park. I'll be the guy with the tan shirt on, telling you can't walk on that lane over there. All right, and then on Saturday I'll be at City Field working the Met game.
But don't think we're gonna just hang out
when
when I show you my tickets.
Right, that's where I'm going to be on Saturday.
You're going?
I've booked the Mets on Saturday to do 6 hours at City Field.
Wow.
I'm doing
I like
host-
the Mets
Do you
because I'm
prefer
Jewish.
that over the Deadhead crowd?
Oh God, yeah.
The Deadhead crowd. The guy
You know
fucking.
the best
the
show
guy killed himself.
The best show I ever saw.
What did he kill himself?
Oh
or did he
no! What
fall?
happened was the guy was up on the, and I happened to work that gate yesterday. That's where he landed.
I
right
know,
there.
I know,
What's the
I know.
gate number?
Right? What?
What's the gate number?
It was the right field gate. The guy,
Tell me, I'm a
the guy's
fucking
on.
weirdo.
The guy was on, and this is just what I heard.
Yeah,
It
okay,
might not
yeah,
be
yeah,
true.
yeah.
He was on acid, from what I heard.
I
and he
heard
decided-
acid, marijuana, and
Right,
alcohol.
and he tried to do a backflip from the Excelsior level,
Okay,
onto-
so that's not killing yourself.
and he tried. To
He
do
was
a
trying to
backflip.
be funny.
He wanted to be fly. He wanted to fly.
He says he was.
And he landed on
Oh,
the
God.
solid concrete right down below
Oh
and died.
my
That's
god!
terrible.
And now I told my kids, who, by the way, I coach baseball. And I've been doing it for 27 years. And I have 5 kids, and I've coached all of them and everything. But he's the best. And the Green Dogs. And Valley Stream Hawks, though, we're just like a subsidiary kind of thing. But the bottom line is, I told the kids that we had a little dinner the other night. We went over to Trotter's in Franklin Square, and I said to them, I said, guys, I was at a concert last night. I just want to tell you something. If you ever think through your head when you're wasted that you can fly, remember my voice when I tell you, you can't fly. You cannot fly. All right?
You don't have wings.
You can't land that fucking
Greg the
back.
The guy
Flippo.
fucking landed and died.
Greg the
That's
Flippo said
horrible.
Graz has a tattoo of Bobby on his ass cheek.
And he does.
I don't know how to respond
Limo
to
talk
that.
on YouTube.
What?
Limo talk.
Oh,
on,
yes,
you want me
more
to promote? You said
Yes,
right?
promote.
Limo talk on
YouTube. Limo talk on Instagram.
Limo talk. All right. Well, I'll repost that so everyone can easily.
Yeah,
find
Limo
it.
talk on YouTube. We're
Join
trying to-
my page,
Please subscribe to
and I'll
us.
promote you too.
A lot of old shows.
Yeah,
We're back September 2nd, right? We're back next week.
I have no fucking idea.
We don't know. I think we're back next week.
Bonnie, self-centered shit that she's doing over here.
Yeah. If
Are
you
you
join my
still
group, this
Gotham World
Bonnie
Graz?
Scalisi self-centered shit group page, if you join, just put up your stuff.
I saw some funny stuff on there already.
I don't even know how to look at my own page.
That's great.
Maybe
It's
Mandy will
gonna
help
be
me with
like
that.
A monster.
So I want to join.
Okay,
I'm going
go.
to join that, the Bonnie
Yeah.
I joined.
self-centered shit
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
Good, you'll make it
Because-
79.
Because self-centered kind of hits home with me. It really does.
I only did that because I had to think of words that begin with S
So
for Scalisi. So it's.
I never would have put that together.
Oh,
So-
And I was
Self-centered-
I was up at 4:30 in the morning.
Scalisi's
Somebody goes, "You
self-centered.
created this group at 4:00 in the morning." I go, "Yes, because I'm usually awake at 4
yeah,
to 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm still awake."
Are you
And
really?
yes, I
Oh,
am.
Bonnie's a
Why do you
night
think I'm
walk.
crazy?
Really?
I'm up too.
Yeah, I can't sleep.
Listen, I want you guys to make sure you
Thank you both
continue
so
doing what
much.
you're doing because
Well,
guys like folks
Thank
like
you,
you,
audience.
I
Thank
want
you.
you to continue doing the great things you're doing. Thank
shows
you.
like the
You're best.
Wildflowers,
Am I slurring my words?
shows like the Christopher
The Wildflowers.
show, the Michelle Astor's show, Teresa Farrell's show.
Yes.
You know,
everything. Like
the Pizza Man show, Nicolia's show. You know, just promote, do what you got to do, and have fun with it. And that's all it's about for us. He can pick on me as much as he wants. He knows. It's not a bromance.
Oh,
It's I love
it's
the
part
You're
part of our-
partners.
Yeah, we're partners. He can't get rid of me. I already asked him twice. Do you want to go do your own show? He told me no. So now I'm fucking stuck with him, right?
There you go.
He told me no.
It's a domestic partnership.
Because you have a chemistry.
Oh, shit.
It's not a homosexual chemistry. It's a good
It's a
chemistry.
romance.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Sorry.
With those.
You don't know what to say.
We're
not
gonna
going.
try to end on a high note.
On a homo note.
note.
We're going to end on a homo
A
note.
positive note.
Yeah, well, we love the gays. We love you guys. You guys have a couple more minutes that you did barter for.
Why are you looking at me when you say we love you guys, the gays?
I was really looking at the empty space between you two, which is your connection.
All right. then. All right, well, that's fine. I mean, it's just, I've had a great time. I really have.
I had a great time, too.
He finally comes around.
Your mother said she was a fun show, and that makes me very. See that?
Thank you.
Mom.
See, that's what makes me happy.
What's
Your
your mom's
your
name?
mother's never met us. She don't know.
Mary Underhill.
She doesn't know who
They're
we are.
fun. They're
Exactly.
fun.
You know what I mean?
They know
That's-
how to
that's
have
wondering.
fun.
And Mom,
Well, hey, Underhill,
and
you better
you
friend me on
having
Facebook.
You having me on your crazy show made us open up here where we wanted to talk what we wanted to talk about because so many avenues were opened up where so many I was
I
like
shared
it's
it.
already been on the radio, like, you know, why not just go all in? And when you're authentic, people could tell.
I shared.
Please share
I
the
shared,
show before you
I
touch on
shared
it. Everybody's
shows
telling
from
us it's a
2-3
great
years
show.
ago. You're on all the time. She's on. You were on with Darren Dillon.
I know that was one of the greats. That was that was literally Dan didn't even know that was his last fucking show that he was doing. Like, or he knew but nobody else knew. Or whatever
I love his wife. I
All
think
last
she's
show we
awesome.
rattled off 30 shows that aren't even there anymore.
Yeah.
And talented shows.
And you know what? God bless that you're going to do your own thing because Bonnie and I own the rights to the last 49 episodes we've done and anything Clammy.
Oh, by the way,
I've
this is
done.
episode 49 right now.
Episode 49
On
right now. And
episode
you guys-
69, we'll have a special
Well,
guest.
we own.
Ah.
I own my material because what I did was at the beginning, our material
Yeah.
is I have GothamGoGraz.com, which is a transportation site, but I put a podcast section on there in the corner. So you can go on there and you catch all 150 shows that him and I have done
Right.
in the last 5 years. I don't have the WGBB shows. I have one of them, the first we ever did, and I have 150 shows. So now we're looking, I would like to do another 150 shows, hopefully, and have a lot of fun with it. Maybe make some money on this deal.
And
You
even
will.
though it's not Limo Talk, you could totally use this entire episode and upload it. Like, totally just like,
Oh, I'm
we were
going
on
to
the
I'll
Wild
share.
Fl-
I
you
know
what
that.
I mean? It's
I know
like-
D. Filippo's going to share it for us.
Thank you,
I'm
Greg.
going to share it all over. Robin DeVito's going to help.
Robin's
Bruno's going to
taking
help.
pictures right now.
I'm fascinated by the fact that 2 years ago we had 2,500 viewers, 3,000 viewers. Now you're sitting there, we're barely breaking 1,000, 1,100. It's not because nobody's watching. It's because something was done through Facebook that has cut everybody.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Everybody.
Me and Mandy are, like we said, we'd rather have like 20 views versus
4,000
1,000 fake
that
ones.
are fake ones.
Right,
You know, and everybody can
Well,
tell
what
by
the hell?
who's
Fake views,
logging
what the hell
on.
good is that?
Right.
I mean, it means that people can see it and they clicked
like
on for a second
The
and
avid
then you get credit.
listener, like Kathy Davies. Right?
Kathy Davies. She's been
listening to years and years of our shows and stuff like that. And she actually tells me when she's working, she puts it on.
Yeah.
And she goes through a whole half a day of
yeah.
working, listening to our show. And to me,
Yeah.
that's like,
Yeah,
forget
that's
it.
what it's all
hanging out with
about.
friends because
That's
she's
awesome.
grown with you guys and she knows the rapport and it's like
She listens to our show all the time.
That's
so.
great.
And she said to me the other day, actually she texted me because it was her birthday, and I said, she goes, I miss you guys so much. And it's only been a couple of weeks. And I'm like, you know what? Soon we'll be back on. And if we can make one person laugh, if we make Michelle laugh, if I make Robin DeVito laugh,
that's how I
feel.
Robin, did you laugh tonight?
Robin, you better fucking.
You know what I mean? If I make Taz, if I put a smile on everybody's face,
Taz,
Everybody loves Taz.
you know what? All I can tell you,
and
we're
who
the Joe
stole
Rogan.
her from
Taz-
Joe DeVito's page? I did.
Taz is a really, really good.
I stole
she's a
her
good
from
soul.
Joe
Like,
DeVito's
she's a good,
page.
really good person.
I stole her from Joe's
She really has to
page.
draw me a little bit nicer. But,
She's cool.
Maybe you
She's
need
cool.
to work on your not what you look like, but your confidence, buddy.
Me and you are
she draws
similar.
you like Tom Selleck. You look like Tom Selleck.
We're very
why
critical
don't
of
you like
ourselves. We're very
looking at
critical of
yourself?
ourselves.
No. She
And
just,
cartoons
It's a
are very
self-esteem
hard.
issue.
no. Where's the picture of?
Here we go.
It's a
Here we go.
It's a masterpiece.
Tom
Where are you going?
I wouldn't mind being drawn like Tom Selleck,
So,
but I'm
You look like-
look at that picture.
That's different. But this right here is a 5-year.
This is Anthony's date for tonight.
This is why I wanted to get a poster of this for our 5-year anniversary at Govs.
Thank you, Michelle Asta.
He won't allow me to put it anywhere publicly because he doesn't like the way he was drawn in this.
Maybe cover the brick.
I get you, Bobby.
Whoa!
So
I don't like it.
Well, Mary Underhill, who is Mandy Jones's mother, says you look like Keith Hernandez, and that's what we tell everybody.
Well, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Am
I
I-
see
all right,
it. I
so now-
see it.
can I-
And that's why I can never
I see
quit
it.
working at Citi Field. I cannot.
All right, can I open this and show them?
Yes,
Oh,
open
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Open
yeah.
it.
Put your thumb over my picture.
Yeah. So we were waiting for this, and this was
This
everybody
is
that's
cool.
contributed. I didn't put you guys on there.
You should have
I
put them
know,
on, not
'cause
taking them off.
It would have cost money.
So here's.
I'll hold this.
Look at this. Look at this fucking guy.
Wait, no,
Come
no.
on.
That's
Beautiful. Taz, you are so talented.
She is, but she hates
She's
me.
freaking amazing. I love the limo in the
So
background.
look, Teresa's up on the right, Bobby's right there. There's Charlie Myers, there's Matt Anaval, there's Mike Nicolia.
Taz.
Look how Taz draws
Is that
yourself.
That is Taz.
Taz, you draw
Taz.
No,
yourself.
you like Quasimodo.
You look
yeah.
like that from
Hold on.
something from The
Taz is
Exorcist,
There's
Taz.
Smoke,
always
there's
a
Richie Z,
mischievous
there's
kid.
Greg DiFilippo's in here, Kristen Tinsley's in here,
Oh my God, and
That's Kristen.
Scrub.
Scrubs is here. So this is.
Hey, who's this?
That's Smoke. that's our only. That's our resident black viewer. So-
Token.
yeah, that's our token black. So let me see. I
He
can
cracks
tell
me
you-
up,
I can
that
tell
guy.
everybody
That
else.
is beautiful, Taz.
Here.
You're so freaking talented.
That's Michael O'Toole.
And I brought you to Govs Radio. Just saying. But I'm not.
you?
Yes, it was me.
from
I did
Govs.
See, I didn't
steal it
know
from
this.
Joe DeVito's page.
All this time, I did not know that Bonnie Scalisi is the one
Yes,
that
I am
brought
the
Taz
one
in.
that brought Taz to Govs Radio.
I
I
thought
did a
that-
lot
We
of
all
things to
enjoy
Govs
it.
Radio.
We all
And
enjoy
it
Taz.
doesn't matter
Taz
anyway.
is extremely talented.
Yes,
Love
she
her.
is.
And
I
she has a
love
great
Taz.
personality, too.
My
Look,
boyfriend loves
Jeff Posey and
Taz.
Rich Rayner are still in here, and they don't even talk to me anymore.
Oh, let's talk some.
They don't
right
talk.
now.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
Kidding. Everybody's the best.
Everybody's the best. Good
I
luck
love
to everybody.
until
Bozy.
I get to
Thank
know
you,
them.
Bozy.
everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Share the
We're
show.
We're done?
Yeah, you
Share
got
the
a whole
show.
extra 15 minutes.
I fucking know.
Honey Jack,
And
thank you,
really
Bonnie.
were only supposed to get 13
My
because you
pleasure.
forgot my name twice, and
Right.
there was some
You
misogyny.
do know that this is the first interview that Bobby Inzarello and I have ever done.
I
No,
know. I
really?
do also know that you're buying time.
Oh my
No,
God. Well, you're great guests. You're
I'm
cool.
really glad
You're
that
fun.
we got to break your cherry on this one. And
And we'll come
I've
on your
needed
show.
that.
We'll come
I
on
know.
your show.
You
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you,
You guys
Mandy.
are-
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
Bonnie. Thank you for having
Mandy
us.
Jones,
We appreciate it.
Bonnie
guys,
Scalisi.
Limo Talk.
This is a
Limo
great-
Talk.
Graz and Bobby
Graz
Inns.
and Bobby Inns. Anthony Graziano.
Grazie.
The
Grazie.
Bobby,
Graziante.
and
And
see, I,
you
knew
can
I
just
told
put-
you I'd
you can
butcher
just
your
put- you
name.
can just say-
Anna Scalisi.
Bobby in.
Mandy Jones.
The comedian on YouTube.
Bye.
Find us.
Cheers.
It's a streaming with bow-legged women.
Cheers.
Make